So I'm honored to be here, but if Barbara asked, I'd be scared to death not to join you. But it really is an honor. It's an honor to be here at the Apollo. It's an honor to be here with my colleague, Ryan Benjamin, and to know all the great work that's been going on the bid. You know, I know a little bit about it because when I became borough president, I know how great the Harlem State Office building is, but you know, I was the first tenant in there with Mary Ann Kropsack, and then Henrietta Lyle and I were soulmates because she was there with Carl McCall. And that was what, Henry, 1975, I think? So, just so you know, I love the Harlem office building, but I was there in 1975. So one of the dreams was to have a storefront office, and I think you all know that we have one at 431 West 125th Street. But I would not have one without Barbara Askins. Because it was Barbara who made the marriage between us and the owner and figured out that that was a great location for us. And then Inez Dickens, who's a riot, we're like soulmates, she tells me the following. She says, Gale, those damn West Siders are going to find you. They're just going to take that 104 bus right on up. And that's why it's a good location. So on all levels, it's a great location because it's on 125th Street and because we can work with the bid and because individuals can walk in and they do and they don't need any ID and they don't need to feel that they have a challenge because they don't have ID. And in today's world with all the DACA and the federal issues, not having ID should not be a hindrance to getting services. So we love being there and we thank everybody in the community for welcoming us. We're in Community Board 9, but we work with 10 and all the community boards. And I'm just also honored today to be here because of the arts. Obviously, we're at the Apollo, but the amazing speakers who will be on the panel are worth being here just for them, not for me, but for them. And certainly arts is something that I have always felt very, very strongly about. People want to know what in the world does a borough president do? So we work on zoning and land use, that's number one, and I think you've heard about the East Harlem and Inwood and East Midtown, and there are many, many discussions going on. Second, we work to appoint people, about 1,000 people in the borough of Manhattan, if you count the school boards and the hospital boards and the community boards and the environmental boards and the cultural boards. We also train everybody in land use, zoning, ethics, parliamentary procedure. We obviously allocate funding, often to the arts, I hope we try to, and certainly we introduce legislation in the city council. So in addition, of course, we try to work on things that come across our desk, and one of them is to be as supportive as we can to the bids, but particularly the 125. And we have, I hope, been helpful to Barbara and to the bid meeting in our office to talk about public safety and sanitation issues, Harlem Holiday Lights Initiative, and really to be a partner in any way that we can. There are obviously issues about the bus service and technology issues. Many of these, Barbara and the bid, have worked on very, very successfully with the app and figuring out how to make support for small businesses and storefronters and MBWBE real. One other aspect, thanks to Deputy Borough President Matthew Washington, we have worked on is working with the Governor's Regional Economic Development Council, trying to come up with a proposal for Harlem where we would be able to get funding. I come from the tech community and I want Harlem to have more tech, working with Silicon Harlem since day one. We're trying really hard to get more funding, and we had in Harlem and then down at 1 Center Street lots of forums so that for-profit and non-profit could figure out how to apply for the governor's money, which can be quite substantial for your business or your nonprofit. And let us know if you need more information about that. So these are just some of the things that we have been working on. I know that Healthy and Clean Harlem campaign at Touro College was another event that we helped to sponsor with the bid. I love that at the mayor's town hall in Harlem, Barbara said, we're in hell's name are my trash big bellies. I had to pay for them and you're giving them out free elsewhere. So we need to get some free big belly trash bins for 125th Street. That is a minor thing, but not if you are trying to keep your wonderful street clean and safe. We've also been working with many of you on the issue of tourism and trying to make sure that people get off those buses, but it's never easy, but we're going to continue to do that. And I just want to say something special about all the arts. I mean, I can't imagine any community, but particularly Harlem, without all the art that is public and that has the museum and the Apollo, and I know the Victoria Theater soon. But I do hope that we can work. I know Inez has always suggested this. Any new building should include a cultural aspect. It should have a dance, it should have theater, it should have a gallery. It should have something that brings art to the community. No art, no soul, no heart. And obviously Harlem has more than almost any other community, and it should be space and rent are always the problem. Same thing with the small stores. We want to try to find more stores that are small and diverse and part of the culture of the community. I've been working on that for years. It's an uphill battle, but I do not give up.